Hello, my friends. I like this as introduction music. I think this works. I guess you could say, it could be like a personality test. What kind of Pantera are you? Are you Cemetery Gates or are you Walk? It shows, what kind of personality you are. There should be when personality quizzes were all the rage on the social media. I would say I'm today. I feel like a Walk Pantera. I guess you can fluctuate. Hello and good evening, Mark, Mitch, David, Flash, Ray, Ron. Hello. 13 Steps to Nowhere. Is that the Pantera you are? This is Walk. This is Walk. Phil and Salmo, he's got anger issues. I don't know if he worked it out in his days in Pantera, but I think what we're hearing is therapy for him. Good old Phil. Hello, Jason. Good to see you here. So yeah, I was gonna name this channel Cema Terry, but I don't know. Everybody likes a pun, then you go too far. So I didn't name the channel that. So I'm gonna open up what's rightfully mine from the Duff bucket. I should do prep. Did I even get? I got a bottle opener. Potatoes here. I got it. I got a producer, Jill. Jill's getting ready to produce. She's like, he needs a bottle open. I'm going to produce. I'm going to produce a bottle opener. But first, we do have to check in with the Magic Duff bucket. Hello, Magic Duff bucket. What have you got? A Sugarfoot Stout. Funny story about this. I thought I didn't have any Sugarfoot Stout. I thought I was out of the stout that I like to shout about. Turns out I had this in one of my 3 refrigerators. You don't need to know why I have 3 refrigerators. That's maybe TMI. But a whole bunch of series of things gets knocked loose when you go to replace your shelves. And then it's like a domino effect. And then I have to rearrange my garage. And then I have to look in one of my 3 refrigerators. And I found this. They had the drawing of the 3 at 2nd and Charles for $250. Oh. Drawing of the 3. Or as the Italians say, the drawing of the tree. Drawing of the tree for $1.80. Wow, that's pretty good. Manos is here. It's my insubordinate son. Manos is here. Mark is saying hello to you, producer Jill. She's like, I don't know what you're doing. You're giving yourself a tattoo over there. She's got a whole thing going on. Lena's here. First of all, huzzah. Hey, Hans is here. That's awesome. I'm glad to see you, Hans. Glad you're here. I get to do my pour. Now that we got that part out of the way. You got a huzzah from Hans. Hans is back. Hans is suffering from some issues. You didn't see the pour. The pour didn't even happen yet. I opened it, and it wasn't that. So yeah, I got at it a little bit. These shelves are in a state of transition. Do you see the shelves? Do you see? I'm missing one shelf there. And thank you, Hans. Thank you. I appreciate that. Turned out pretty good. Oh, this little Sugarfoot was hiding on me, but I found him. And then I opened him and I drank his insides. Oh, now it's official. Wish I could pour with you, but I have some driving to do later. Well, yes, I'm drinking tea with a spot of milk. Nice. Hans is loaded with poor judgment. I love it. Potato is doing a demon face for some reason. Probably trying to scare me and put me off my game. Hi, Russell. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, how's nose piercing go? I don't know. You have to refer to my PR team. I can't speak to that situation. Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. is here. Yes. So, yes, I'm getting rid of the shelves. I discovered last week that everybody secretly hates the shelves. They're like, oh, that was a gag-worthy shelves. They're horrible shelves. And so I'm doing away with them. The new shelves will be here on Wednesday. Thomas Cook, good to see you. I'm going pretty awesome. Oh, it's going pretty awesome. Oh, I like that. So they'll be here Wednesday, but they will not be in a state where I can immediately use them. I'm thinking next Monday, this backdrop will be jaw-dropping awesome. It's going to be something to behold. And even still, by next Monday, the shelves will be new, but they're not even going to be what they will be eventually, because what we needed to get these shelves switched out, they didn't have all of what we needed. So it's going to be a couple of weeks. Bear with me as we get these shelves worthy of the viewership I have here every week and every time I post a video. I took your advice and bought Bone Tomahawk and just finished Rates of the Broken Land. I am now a fan of S. Craig Zahler. Now, I was under the impression that the bad Mean Business on North Ganson Street wasn't that good. I only saw Bone Tomahawk, which is a brilliant movie. Kurt Russell. Oh, like I said, it's like Unforgiven meets Jack Ketchum. If Jack Ketchum had written Unforgiven, you'd get Bone Tomahawk. Bonkers movie. But I am a fan of Craig Zahler, S. Craig Zahler. And I'm very much looking forward to reading the book, even if it is one of his lesser acclaimed novels. I'm scheduled for a special delivery from Rapture on Wednesday. I'm stoked and thirsty. Stay thirsty, my babies. I'm very happy that you're getting a special delivery on Thursday from Rapture. You know what? I don't know if I like the way this is framed. I don't know. But yes, these shelves, man, new shelves. And that's crazy because it's like the third time in less than a year that I'm having new shelves situations. So, yeah. Potatoes threatening me with an axe. A sheet of oak 3/4 plywood at Home Depot is $90. It's good to know. I don't know if that will come into it, but hey, Tim's here. As Craig Zahler, he's so good. I loved Brawl in Cell Block 99 and Dragged Across Concrete. Hey, Jason's here. Some director of Bone Tomahawk also did Brawl. Yes. I didn't see those movies. Brawl with the frowny. I don't know what you got. Typo negative. That is they covered Black Sabbath's song Black Sabbath off the album Black Sabbath. And you didn't think that song could get any slower. And then Typo Negative said, "Hold my hypodermic needle." And they did it, and they slowed it down. They slowed one of the slowest songs in metal. They slowed it down. Typo Negative. Hey, everyone. I just finished Don't Let Them Get You Down. I'm yet again in awe of Mr. Fracassi and a bit off balance right now. I know. That's a brilliant book. Is it not? Is it not? It is. It is. Philip Fracassi, many accolades to him. It's one of the best books up there. Russell, thank you. Thank you, Russell. I love Typo's negative cover of Cinnamon Girl. I got to look that up. Typo negative. Typo neg. Cinnamon Girl. That sounds very trippy. Is it better than Slayer's cover of Inagata Davida? Zeissing has the signed trade paperbacks of Don't Let Them Get You Down back in stock. Just offered one a few days ago. Really? Well, we're going to look at Zeissing's right now. Right now. Why not? Zeissing's bookseller in Shingletown, California. So clicked on it. We're looking. There's a search function. Don't Let Them Get You Down. I already previously searched it. Clicked on it. There it is. Yes. Oh, first printing, trade paperback signed. It's there. Go get it. They also have Gothic from an Earthling Gothic, which I got my shipping notice for the Cemetery Dance Gothic. I just got my shipping notice. So I should get it. They said the release date was February 3rd or 3rd. And they got the books shipped in February. So that is, I guess I should just count that as a win. I was hoping to have it in my hands on the 3rd. But you know what? Maybe if I get it by the 23rd, it's still got a 3 in it. You know what I'm saying? It's the 13th in 10 days, the 23rd. There's a 3 in it. The second month, the 3rd day, that's 2-3 in the year 23. And then the 23rd day of the second month in the year 2023. So it's 2-2-3-2-3. I'm not numerology, but it's fun because I'm reading 11/22/63, and every time Stephen King mentions an address or a room, the numbers add up to 19. He's got a fixation on that. He's afraid of the number 13, but he's got a fixation on the number 19. We all know that. I also got my CD Gothic shipping notice. Yes! Oh, Sherry H here. Happy Valentine's Day early. Well, thank you. Oh, S. Craig. Okay. Oh, okay. What do we got? S. Craig Zoller is similar to Philip Fracassi in that they both come from writing for films and publish novels on the side, and both write kick-ass books. Well, that's a lot of overlap. Hello, Bottle Imp. My copy of A Child Alone with Strangers and can't wait to start reading it. It's a great read. It's a lot of fun. Typo might be my favorite band. Oh, did not know. Typo Negative was such a strange bird, man. Do you like Pantera? Oh. You Take This Love. This Love is a great song. This is what introduced me to Pantera. Uh-oh. Sounds like they're building something. Where's Dimebag going with this? Is this the end of the song? I think it's the end of the song. Uh-oh. Now I got to listen to it. You know how that goes. Anyone have info on Thunderstorm's release of Beneath the Pale Sky? I don't. Philip occasionally stops by. He's a very busy guy. He might have had a little fun at a Super Bowl party yesterday. I'm glad the Eagles lost. Sorry, unpopular decision. I don't know. I didn't watch any of the games, so don't ask me. I didn't see Rihanna. She's pregnant, something. And I guess, Jill, Chris Stapleton played at the Super Bowl. We're huge Chris Stapleton fans here. Uh-oh. All I wanted was the I got that shipping notice today, too. Didn't expect it to actually come out within 5 years from them. Burn, shots fired, Thomas Cook. Uh-oh. We're not there yet. We're not there yet with the song. We're going to let it simmer a little bit, and then it's going to boil over. Uh-oh. Here it is. You know how much restraint it takes for me not to headbang? I'm an old guy, but I'm like a bobblehead now. You get to a certain age in your head, you get to be like a bobblehead. And I'm like a human-sized bobblehead. But man, it took me a little bit of restraint. Oh, this is a great song. You get in the pit with this song, someone's not coming home. 5 people in the pit. You know, the pit, there's the people, the chicken shits on the perimeter of the pit. They don't want to get in. And then you get 5 maniacs in there. Someone's not going home to mama. Someone's going to take a little detour in a doctor mobile to a hospital. And they're going to go there with a smile because they're going to have tinnitus. It all makes sense if you think about it. What do we got? When is it due? It was due. Oh, when is it due? I should get it probably in like 5 days. It's media mail, so I don't know when I'll get it. 7 days. Jeff, I saw your tantrum over CD shipping Gothic Late on your live video last week. Made me so sick to my stomach. I was hospitalized. I hope I didn't send you there, Hans. I hope I had no role in that. I'm glad you're here. I understand a sponge bath was involved earlier in the week with you. And, it was a little private moment that you shared with us. Yeah, it is sick. I just don't like the way they drop the ball on something that should be low-hanging fruit with getting trade editions out there. It's like if you're tripping over the smallest little speed bumps, man, what happened to this once great publishing company, you know? You got the notice on the month they said, yeah, win. So if you get it by March 3rd, well, that's another win. I should get it in a week. Don't let them get you down as brilliant and unlike anything I've ever read. Yes, amen. And it hits a little too close to home, ultimately in a good way, as someone who has dealt with some of the issues. Yes, Randy, you just said that's my review exactly, Randy. You hit it right on the head. It did the same for me. It was the same exact. So, amen. Got my Suntup time machine slipcase for my Zagava number. Don't let them get you down. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't mention it here. I should have. The time machine slipcase from Suntup of the numbered edition. They didn't make artist, but that slipcase fits. Don't let them get you down perfectly, and it's blue, so that's just awesome all the way around. I loved it. But I didn't spring for one. I should have. I should still do it if there are any available. I don't even know who won the Super Bowl sport ball. Yeah, the Chiefs. Yes. He did the national anthem. Oh, Chris Stapleton did the national anthem, Jill. Anyone here read the Paul Bear's Club? I just finished that a few days ago. Afterward, I checked out a bunch of reviews on YouTube, and I'm still shocked by how negative they are. I really enjoyed the book. From my understanding, is they felt the Paul Bear's Club was a little too introspective or a little too much navel gazing, and not. I don't know. I didn't read it. I love the 2 books I read by Paul Tremblay, which Head Full of Ghosts and Cabin at the End of the World. I'm kind of jazzed for Disappearance at Devil's Rock. I'm jazzed to get back into some Paul Tremblay, but I also want to get Grady Hendrix and so many other books like Keelan Patrick Burke's Guests. You know, there's so much out there that I want to get to, but Paul Tremblay is an awesome author. And also Josh Malerman, Daphne. Oh, so many. But yeah, I'm reading this hunk of burning love here. This 11/22/63, I'm not quite halfway done with it. Great book. Just as you all warned me, it would be great. Thought it would be boomer porn, but it's great. I'll do a review, spoiler-free review, unlike Zach, who I think we need to do a wellness check on Zach. He hasn't posted anything in almost a month. And that guy will eat a taco and post it. So I'm just a little worried. Did he get too many hours at the home improvement store he works at? Did he befoul or did he run afoul of stage mom wife? I don't know. I think we need to do a wellness check. And I'm no longer in Chicago or Chicagoland, as it's known. Was he abducted by a Chinese spy balloon? I don't know what happened to Zach. I'm a little worried. I feel like a big brother to him or an uncle or a grisly external distant relative. Like I'm his Ted Kaczynski. The guy that lives in the woods in a shack and grows his hair too long and like rallies and rants against wealthy people. But I want to know if he's okay because I feel guilty. Then I'm like, of course, because I think I think everything revolves around me. So I'm like, am I the reason he hasn't gone live or, done one of his 4-hour reading sprints with him and stage mom wife reading a book quietly on video? Like, did I send negativity his way? I hope I didn't, because I told all you babies to go subscribe to him as penance for me slandering him. Not slander. So if you're a lawyer, I didn't slander him. I just opined. Nothing elevated to the level of libel. I just wanted to know he's okay. A little worried. Potato's looking out for me. I'm not getting a copyright strike, Potato. YouTube can tune the song out somehow. I don't know how. Jason, the Paul Bears Club is the only Tremblay I haven't enjoyed. I read it to the halfway point and just had to skim the second half. Damn. Everyone find the GoFundMe for Laird Barron. He could use donation. Oh yeah, he's got problems too. Oh. Yeah. Laird Barron has a GoFundMe and he's got no insurance and he's got health issues. So seek that out. Thank you, Lena, for pointing that out. Reading Daphne right now. Well, Mark, I need to know what you think. So please comment now that you've outed yourself. Jason, generally uninteresting characters, save for the first, 50 pages or so that were in fact very promising. An initially intriguing presentation construct that didn't work to entertain or enlighten or chill, but rather to, for me, kind of annoy and distract. A plot that developed very slowly so that only by the halfway point of the book was there some sort of sense of where the story might be heading and so on. I will read it. I'll read it for you. I'll read the shit out of that book. I hope there's no shit in the book. Now, that's going to get these limited ads. I don't know. People drop the F-bombs in their videos. They get 50 million views and their ads that run before it. So I don't know. I get strikes against me. That's fine. Zach is a free bird, and that bird must fly. If you love someone, Jeff them free. Yes. I don't love him. I care, though. I'm a human being with empathy, and I don't want to cause suffering in the world, even though everything is suffering, according to Nietzsche. What's this guy's name, Jill? Nietzsche? The philosopher, the German philosopher. Everything's pain. Everything's suffering. I just can't say his name. It's got a Z in it. It's got an N that starts it. Nietzsche. I don't know. Everything's suffering. It sucks that you didn't enjoy it. I did not have that experience at all. Oh. As an attorney, you didn't slander him. Thomas Cook is our attorney, Jill. He says I did not slander Zach. Oh, I never felt the book drug at all. I got to read it. Got to read it. Huh. Okay. Hans, you're going to see Tremblay at the Mini Horror Book Festival at Ashland. Oh, when I started, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to like it. Didn't grab me at all. 30 pages in, and I was hooked. I am loving Daphne. I want to read it. Well, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know if what I know about it's a spoiler or not. What's Pantera got to say? I mean, they're an acquired taste. Pantera is an acquired taste. Not for everybody. Angry. If you're an angry white man, I think it applies. It appeals to you. If you're an angry teenager. I wasn't really angry. I wish I was. Should have been, but I wasn't. I'm tempted to grab the SST anyhow and see if a reread a year from now. Okay. Everybody's give it a chance. When I start, okay. All right. Yes, Ron, your opinion does seem to be shared by a lot of folks with Paul Bear's Club. They thought it was too self-indulgent, like it was not written for anybody but Paul Tremblay. Nietzsche is a nihilist. Nietzsche. I like Nietzsche. Tremblay is totally on my radar, but I have not read him yet. I intend to read Cabin and Ghosts. Now, those are a little ambiguous at the end, so you've got to be okay with that. I'm just warning you. You know, it's not a spoiler at all. It's not a spoiler at all. But those books, they catch people off guard because they're like, huh? It ended? Like, so just to know that if you like your dots connected explicitly, maybe don't read it. But I don't think you're like that, Hans. But anyway, Nietzsche. Nihilist. Sounds exhausting. Yeah. Uli. Carl Hungus. He's a nihilist. He believes in nothing. Say what you will about National Socialism. At least it was an ethos. What? I'm telling you that V.I. Lenin. I wish Paul would officially announce the SST version. The delay makes me wonder how far. Now that I was going to mention SST, they've been pretty quiet as of late. SST, I haven't heard much from SST, and it's got me more worried than the Zach situation. I want to know if Paul Fry's okay, and if he's. I think he's going to send out Living Dead. The Living Dead, Night of Living Dead. I don't know. The Romero book. I don't know. I didn't buy it. On another SST note, I checked the site on some status and Final Girl support group is listed as packing soon. Nice. Yes, SST shipped. They sold their souls. I got it on my shelf somewhere. My shelves have moved around, so I think it's over here. Here. Where is it? Yeah. Bam. There you go, nobody. I'm sorry you never got it. Jason didn't realize that SST had a status page. Yeah, I got to go see. Do you have to go look at each book's page to see the status? Oh, you have to go look at each book. Okay. New Lansdale announcement from yes, Subpress I had on here for the events concerning. I don't know if I want to wear this suit jacket. Now I'm distracted by myself. Yeah, the events concerning. I was going to buy it. I dig the cover. I didn't buy it, though. I did not. I saved us $45. That's a taco dinner, you know? It's taco dinner. I think I have one of the stories in one of the SST collections. Maybe I have both. I don't know, but they're packaged as my nose is itchy, sorry. They're packaged as this dual novella thing from Subpress. Subpress, no art, man. I think people are pissed off about that. No art in their books. And if they charged a little bit more, people would be furious. A double novella thing. I think that's exactly what I just said. It's funny. The Living Dead is packing soon. Yes. Yeah, I think the events concerning was announced a while back, but now it's ready to ship. So it's coming to mailboxes for those who bought it, unlike Cemetery Dance books. Although I am getting my paperback and hardcover Gothic Cemetery Dance soon. I'm jazzed about it. I think that's awesome. Phil Fracassi shared photos of his paperback. Not the print on demand Amazon one, but the ones purchased directly from Cemetery Dance, and they look great. They do. They look excellent. I have the ARC. It's going to be similar to that, probably a skosh better, a smidge better. So I can't wait to get it. If you haven't read Gothic, get it. And leave reviews if you've read it. Good or bad, whatever, you know. Probably good. It's a rollicking old school horror read, man. And in a lot of ways it's darker than most of those old school horror reads. I usually get the Subpress books that I buy fewer and fewer these days through Camelot. Yeah, I like Camelot's model. Camelot's good people. They wrap them in Mylar. They gift wrap them, even if they're not a gift. You're buying them for yourself, or they used to. I don't know if they still do that. And you don't pay till they're ready to go, so you save on that pre-order problem. I think you can pre-order from Camelot. And then there's Catmandu. Now, is that related to Camelot? Because it's sort of the similar vibe I'm getting, and I'd hate to think that somebody's stepping on Kim and Tony's toes. But I haven't been to Camelot in a long time. One time I went to Camelot, I was going to buy Rosemary's Baby, the numbered edition from Suntup, to secure my copy of The Road, and that's when I found out Paul Suntup was sending me my number of Rosemary's Baby, and free. And that lifeline kept me in the Suntup train, on the Suntup train to this very day, And now I have all those 23s. So, and they were great to deal with. I had a lot of emails back and forth, a lot of questions. And that was amazing. That was a great memory. I do not think Catmandu has any relation to Camelot aside from being a competitor. Huh. Okay. More Sugarfoot's going down. Oh, it's going down. I'm yelling timber. Hey, if you can't have Pantera and Kesha in your live stream, then are you even Jeff? Are you even Jeff? Kesha, Pantera, Slayer, Nine Inch Nails, homeopathy, drywall, bookshelves. It's just like words that were just bouncing around up there, you know, like when they do the bingo and they spin the bingo wheel and the balls just bounce around in there. That's what it's like to be an old duder's head, just spinning, and there's words on the balls, and you spin it and the balls pop out and they go in my mouth and pop out as words, random words. I think there's a crankshaft sticking out my ear that I spin. That's how I talk. Toggle bolts, light bulbs, wallpaper, webcams. I just got the numbered edition of Rosemary's Baby last week. Going to read it after I read the numbered Handmaid's Tale. Wow, you're reading your numbereds. Very good on you, sir. You might think you're nobody, but you're somebody to me. Okay. Potatoes in there giving me notes. You're not getting a producer credit. And then I got my son showing me his butt. It's all very weird going on. I don't know what's up here, but Potato, you're not going to be a producer. I was corrected. It's Noob Buddy. Noob Buddy. Noob Adi. Sorry. It says nobody to me. I don't waste that kind of money and don't read it. That's absurd. Amen. Amen. I applaud you. Yes. I'm going to read my Blackwater numbered. I'm going to read my Slaughterhouse 5 numbered. I'm going to read my Hannibal numbered, my Hannibal Rising numbered. Yes. My nose is itchy. I don't know why. It's driving me crazy. I mean, it's not the best content, So I agree. I am missing comments. I'm going to be reading them. What's a Kesha? Place about to blow. James Vanderbeek's in that video. Oh, you don't think I go deep on Kesha trivia? I go. I think that's a hilarious video. So many and much props to Kesha's this place about to blow with James Vanderbeek. You should just go watch that right now. Speaking of Nine Inch Nails, that Lansdale title reminded me of the Nine Inch Nails EP, not the actual event. Was I speaking of Nine Inch Nails? I don't remember. Was I? Did I? Okay, thanks for the notes, Peanut Gallery. It's getting contentious. I don't. Jeff, are your DT books the signed limited editions? No, they're not. I have 1 through 5 are the Grant trades. I actually got the second printing of. I got the third printing Gunslinger, the second printing drawing of the 3 with the better Phil Hale artwork. I don't like the Phil Hale artwork in the original one. So it might be a second printing, but I love the revisions in the second printing that Phil Hale did. And then I got The Wastelands is the first printing. And then Wizards in Glass and Wolves of the Kala are all trades. And then Song of Susanna. Man, Wolves, Songs of Susanna, and Dark Tower are artist editions. I'm probably messing that all up. Potatoes got to rebrand. Yeah, no, I don't have. So they're not signed by King. No, and they're back. They're buried now. They're back behind the Cujos. I got all my trades pulled to the fore. I took out one shelf and I repurposed all the other books on the 3 remaining shelves, and they fit. And it's going to be quite an experiment when I redo them. But you'll see them all next week. Oh, look at this. He's making a bargain right here live. Jason's like, I'm doing this. Would you have any interest in a possible trade of some of your Blackburn CPs for a signed limited of Wolves? I don't know, Jason. I will email you. We can talk about it. I know you're hot for those books. I'm kind of partial to them. I'm not really, I don't know. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. Signed by King or Bernie? We all knew you meant King. King. Damn, that's tough. That's a tough, because on one hand, I have the complete set of Blackburns. On the other, it's a King signature. On the other hand, Wolves was my least favorite Dark Tower book. But on the other, it's a King signature. And then on the other hand, then what? Do I got to chase King signatures for the other books to get a complete set? There's so many things bouncing around in my head right now. You're doing it to me live, Jason. You're doing it to me live. Had a bit of completest joy last week. Put in a best offer on the last remaining Centipede Press, Frederick Brown. I needed to complete a full 7-volume run and snagged it. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Because the artist edition of Wolves is signed by Bernie. Yeah. Bernie Wrightson. Evening. See, that's the thing. Okay, I only have the artist edition of Song of Susanna and Dark Tower. I don't have the artist edition of Wolves. Yeah, now the cobwebs have busted free of the gears and they're turning a little bit. I'm still got a puddle brain, it's still like it sloshes around in there a little bit. It's funny watching me think about it, be tortured by it is more accurate. Hello, Darren. Darren's here. Darren, good to hear you. Good to see you. I don't smell you. I really don't see you. I see your name on a line, but I'm glad you're here nonetheless. Thank you for joining. So I decided not to collect Dark Tower proofs because I would never complete my collection of Dark Tower proofs. So I even tried. Then I completed my Dark Tower proofs run. That's how it is. You're like, no. And then bam, all of a sudden. That's why stay off eBay, Jeff. So if I ever watch, I don't watch my lives back. I watch my videos back, but I rarely watch my lives back. I might watch little snippets to see what the quality was like and just roll my eyes and then go about my day. But a note to me, if I watch this again, stay off eBay, brother. Because I just can't do it. Just can't do it. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take the stupid jacket off. Yeah, it's getting real. Back off, man. I mean, this is one of my favorite shirts of all time. Look at that. Back off. You got a Doberman and a Rottweiler and lightning. If you don't get these 2 warnings, guess what's going to happen? Do you think you can hide from lightning? You think you can? Try to hide from lightning. You can't. If it wanted you and it was sentient, it would find you like a finger of God. Bam! But the Rottweiler and Doberman aren't going to even leave anything for the lightning to cook. Okay, so that was a little... Okay, so, I wanted to tell you guys, Stephen Dwayne Elson Jr., are you still here? Awful quiet tonight. Well... Yeah, he probably gave up on telling me to talk about books. He probably just like, whatever. He's probably playing with Loki. He is quiet. So is Mitch. They sign in and they're like, yeah, well, I'll give him a view. A pity view. But check out, okay, so something very cool. I have a very cool lead for you guys, and it is really, really cool. I was going to start the night with it, but now, we're 45 minutes into it. Go to VJ Books. They have this thing called the Book Steward program. So you sign up, you create an account, and it automatically sends you a signed first edition of the latest book from an author you've selected. So they give you every author they publish, and you go through this list and you select the books that you want. It's free. There's no money you have to pay them. And they will send you automatically the book from that author, signed first edition, because VJ only does signed books. It's a very, very cool thing. I've never seen anything like it. I'm sure it exists, but VJ Books is doing it. They ship well. They wrap the books in Mylar. They're all signed. They got Philip Fracassi, Josh Malerman, Blake Crouch. Who else was on there that I selected? They even had fields where you can enter names of authors you wish were on there. And so I put Sarah Pinborough, Chad Lutsky. And so anyway, I just thought it's very cool. So get over to VJ Books, do the Book Steward thing. I'm not getting any money for this. Just telling you, because it's like something I would do. Something I did. I mean, go Jeff your shelf. So check it out. VJ Books. Today I got my shipping notice for the game for the Grim Oaks Dragonbone chair. I've seen everyone getting theirs over the last couple of weeks. Green with envy. Can't wait for mine to finally turn up. Yeah, I read Brothers of the Wind and I gave it to my brother-in-law, who's a fantasy guy. He's a Dungeons and Dragons guy. So I thought he would like it. I didn't care for it. Too highfalutin for me. It's high fantasy. So I'm like, no. So I gave it to him. He's going to sell it for Coke money later. You heard me, number one. And, I told him about Dragonbone chair, whatever. But I was curious. I almost got Dragonbone chair just to say, all right, let's roll with it. Maybe I will like fantasy or high fantasy once I've read enough of it, once I built up a tolerance, once I understand this world and the way they talk and the way they act and become acclimated to their strange customs. But I thought, why? There's so many great books I haven't read by authors I love that it's going to say pass. I'm not 20-something living on my own in a condo where I could spend half the day Saturday reading. Times are different. I'm an old man with bad eyesight. I'm a bobblehead man. I'm a bobblehead. I've come to terms with that. I walk past mirrors and I look at myself. I'm like, you're a bobblehead. It's sad. It's sad to become a bobblehead. Mine showed up last week. It's a beauty. Oh, look at it. Stephen Dwayne Elson Jr. is like here. Working but listening. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hiya, Jeff Heads. Late again. That's okay, Mike Hughes. It's okay. I finished The Painted Bird this morning. Pure hell. Wasn't it? It was pure hell. It was a brilliant, beautiful, amazing book that the barbarity of the book is that it's believable. Whether or not it happened in, autobiography or no, all those experiences might not have happened to one person, but all those things probably did happen. The Miller and his wife was the worst for me, and that was like chapter 4. Oh, man. That book was pure hell. I'm glad I read it. I would love a limited of it. So we'll see if Jared gets it. And if Jared doesn't get it, hopefully Paul Suntup gets it. And if Paul Suntup doesn't get it, maybe Lividian will. Well, that's really not a Lividian thing. Lividian's more contemporary authors. Oh, speaking of Lividian, you see BJF's tease? He teased the next limited with a photo for those who are in the know. And a lot of people are guessing, and I like what they're guessing. Somebody guessed Gone South, and I'm like, I am here for it. I am here for the book. Another Lividian McCammon, I'm here for it. That's like the Super Bowl in my world. I'm here for it. I could be mistaken, but the leather Grim Oak used on Dragonbone feels softer. I'm looking at the Steward service and say they send you any new book by that author automatically. So it's basically a book club. Well, it's not. It yeah, it is. It's like a book club. You pick the authors you want. So it's not like it's not it's yeah. It I mean, like, what if you pick authors that don't publish books for the next 3 years? Then you're not getting a book. But you're picking the authors you want, and their next title gets shipped to you. So, Josh Mallerman, Blake Crouch, Philip Fracassi, um, I can't remember who else was on there. Joe Lansdale. Who else? Lots of great authors. Agreed. A stunning depiction of hell on earth. Yeah. Yeah, I have no clue what the picture could be. What are the other guesses? I think somebody said Gone South, and somebody else said I think they said River of Souls. I don't think that would be it because Brian James Freeman did the trade paperbacks, and I think he's moved on with the Matthew Corbett series, and I don't think he's going to revisit those as hardcover limiteds, especially considering Sub Press already did them. Cemetery Dance did Cardinal Black, and he's like carrying it forward. He'll probably do Leviathan. He'll do the collection of stories, but no, I got to read Queen of Bedlam. Got to read Queen of Bedlam. Man, McCammon's such an awesome author, and you guys tell me, should I read Boy's Life or Queen of Bedlam next of my McCammon reads that I need? If you pick Lansdale, you'll end up with a book every month. I know. What's the premise of Gone South? It's crazy. There's like this guy accident or kills somebody in a moment of rage, and then he's on the run, and proof that this is live. I sneezed, and then I scratched my nose. And then he's on the run, and he meets up with somebody who's just as much on the run, and him and this woman go to the bayou. So that's all I know. It sounds a little like The Listener. I'd sure love a limited of Gone South. Hope folks are correct. I think so. Hey, David's here. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. That is so kind. Number one said, bless you. That was so kind. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's not a bad thing to get a Lansdale every month. No, it isn't. I didn't even order Donut Legion. So I signed up for the Book Steward thing. I don't know how it works. I don't know if I will get Donut Legion. So I don't know if I'm already on the hook for a signed one, because Donut Legion didn't come out yet, right? That's March. So we'll see. We'll see if I just end up. I think what would be the polite, good thing to do is they email you to tell you that a title in your Book Steward selection is on its way, and then ship it. That would be the good thing to do, to give you some notice, to be on the lookout. You haven't missed much, David. Yeah, you haven't missed much. I don't know if I did. I didn't really rant. I didn't want to rant. I did a lot of ranting last week. Really pissed off. I did have a little rant about Gothic a little bit. But I got my shipping notice, so that that cut the wire to the bomb. It diffused me. Kevin, who's running their trade line, owned up to the fallout, to the slip up. And he said, knowing what he knows now, it's like he's doing the Homer Simpson, it's my first day defense. And he's saying he'll get the completed files to the printer sooner. Well, I was thinking, like, why wouldn't you send completed files to the printer as soon as you have them? Why would you delay? Because then you get them sent, and then whenever they queue up your job, they have them. So whether it's a month early or 3 days early or right on time, why not give them the files, the printer ready files, once you have them? There's no reason to hold them. You get them in their queue, you know? If Donut Legion isn't about road police, it is the wrong title. Oh, that's funny. Boy's Life. Do you think? I don't think it's Boy's Life. Oh, I have to read McCammon soon. Boy's Life, Swan Song. Yeah, those are the real easy ways to start. Oh, Boy's Life is the one I should read over Queen of Bedlam. Okay, I'll do that then. It'll be a great mind cleanser after the Painted Bird. Well, I'm reading 11/22/63, and then I'm going to read Guests, and I'm going to try to get Keelan Patrick Burke back on the channel to talk about it. I started my McCammon journey last month with Baal. Now reading Bethany's Sin. Good stuff so far, going chronologically. Interesting. Now, I've never read Baal or Bethany's Sin or They Thirst or Nightboat. Those are 4 old school. I never read Usher's Passing, but I'm getting it soon. And I'll read that when I get it. You did get shipping notice from CD hardback. I got paperback from Philip this week. Yeah, I'm getting the hardcover and the trade paperback and the paperback from Cemetery Dance. I also ordered Schindler's Ark and Zombie last week. Huh. So should be getting the 3 beautiful books to add to my collection this week. Nice. Cheers to you, Darren. Zombie, I can't wait to read that. Sounds bonkers. I'm just checking my camera to make sure I still have a nose after I keep grabbing it. But this is live. This is, you got to roll with it. We can't all just sit and read quietly for 3 hours when we go live. It's not an option for everybody. So yes. So Book Steward, check it out. Suntup release week this week. I got my interview with the artist. I'm editing that tomorrow, and then I'm going to send it to the artist to look at. Hopefully I get a thumbs ups, and we're all good. I can't wait to see what you guys think of the release on Thursday. Paul Suntup goes live on Wednesday to talk about it. Haven't read Zombie, but heard it's a very disturbing read. Yeah. Oh, Girl Next Door. That's another one on my TBR near the top. Yeah, I got my TBR over here to some extent. I got Guests, Gone to See the Riverman, Daphne, Pogue Mahone. I don't think I have the Girl Next Door there. Yeah, I do. Girl Next Door, Demonic. Those are all on my list. Very high up there. And it's hard because I want to read them all. I want to read them all. What else? Oh, I got this from Earthling. This is on my TBR. I'm going to read it before Halloween. This is their new Halloween series title. I believe it has a blurb from Philip Fracassi on the back. So let's get Philip on this live via his quote. What struck me the hardest was the delicate beauty of the telling. There's a tight wired fragility to the prose, to the story, that creates a sense of both awe and uncertainty. Oh, that's Philip Fracassi on The Dark Side of the Room, which is not this book. This is not Midas, but Tyler Jones's previous work that Philip Fracassi likes. So I got this from Paul Miller, going to read it. I also got a little surprise from him. That's for a later date. But I got this, and I will read and review before Halloween. It's the Halloween 2023 title. So it's coming in October. And I'll read it for you and review it for you, and that way you'll know. The last one was Marla, and that was a 3-star. And the one before that was Boys in the Valley, which was a 5-star. 5-star, 3-star. What will this be? And 3 stars recommend, 4 stars highly recommend, 5 stars perfect. So just to refresh you. We talked about Subpress. Exciting stuff from Fracassi on the horizon. I chat with him here and there, and he has some great stuff coming. Stay tuned for that. Get over to the Fracassi Freaks. Plug for your group, Steven. And Joshua and Mitch, Fracassi Freaks, get over there for your earliest notices of all fantastic Fracassi stuff. And some tasty Rapture brews. I swear, someday I'm going to have an RV, and I'm going to drive, and I'm going to visit you people. And then you could attend a live with me. Go live. Go Jeff your shelf in the RV. You know? We'll have s'mores, a little campfire. We'll do this live. We'll do it live. You going to be with me, boy? What do you mean you could cook? You could cook in an RV. Oh, you mean like meth. Oh, my boy wants to cook meth. Yeah, I don't approve of that as a father. Okay. No, I didn't really want to cook. I'm not going to turn it into a meth lab. Best group on Facebook. It is. Fracassi Freaks, best group. Philip is there, hands-on author. I'd love for him to be more hands-off, actually, because he's doing all the heavy lifting. I really don't want him to do all this heavy lifting. I want him to write these books. He's writing a great book right now, and I can't wait to read it. I read Blue Butterfly. Oh, man, the guy is brilliant. And I don't want him to have to worry about marketing and PR and all that stuff. Bookmobile, yeah. Yes, McCavity. Is that like Tora or I don't know. Rochelle. McCavity. Like I said, the old bingo balls are rolling around in my head. We should name this episode Bingo Balls. Jill, we're going to change the channel name to Bingo Balls. Bingo Balls. Bingo balls, bouncing all the way. These are some bouncing bingo balls. Roll them bingo balls. I don't know. Kidnap mobile. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. What else do I have to talk about? Man, I think I talked about everything. Nothing from Centipede Press this week. The Long Walk should be shipping soon. I think this weekend. Bingo balls. There's an ointment for that. The choice of ointment is a rash decision. Darren, you could use that if you would like. Darren is the punster here. I believe ointments are a rash decision. Bingo balls. You just want to yell that into a megaphone. Like I want to get in a car, stick a megaphone out the window and yell bingo balls. They're like both, they're like words you could just yell independently of one another. Bingo and balls. But together, it's like the Chinese spy balloon, just seizes your attention. Dangling them bingo balls all across the country. Mrs. Clown is here. Who would be Mrs. Clown? That's the fastest rebranding in the history of rebranding. Mrs. Clown. Should be getting my Rapture Brewing package Wednesday. Looking forward to it. Nice. Lots of Rapture going out there. Wow, that was a big whistle. I don't know. Bingo balls will be a topic covered on Nightmares and Manscapes. Yes, me and Chad Lutsky are sitting there. This episode, we're going to tackle a private issue called bingo balls. Nightmares and Manscapes. What happens in that time of life? We'll get to it, and we'll make sure you get a very discreet. I hope you're listening with earphones in so other people around don't know we're talking about bingo balls. My last job, I was a plaster surgeon. Raised a few eyebrows. A plaster surgeon or a plastic surgeon? Raised a few eyebrows. Yes, you did, Darren. Yes, you did. Yeah. Oh, I forgot something. Well, I was talking about Long Walk. I just feel like it's going to be shipping soon. And I just have a feeling it's going to have a surprise something in there. You know how disappointed I'm going to be because I've been talking myself into a surprise from Stephen King on The Long Walk this whole time. And if there's no surprise from Stephen King in that book, I'm going to be very sad. Very sad. And it's just like I've got myself all worked up about it. Nobody planted that in my head, but I was talking to someone else who's a big time guy in the collector world, and he had the same sort of spider sense about that release that I did. So I'm just like bloody autocorrect. I started 3 Mile Smile today. So far, so good. That's a Chad Lutsky book. Go out and get it. Go Jeff your shelf. Prepare to be sad. Really? Oh, Jason. Did you get Long Walk yet? No, you didn't get Long Walk. You're right. I should prepare to be sad. I shouldn't get myself worked up like that. I will be shocked if King contributes anything. I would be too, but I don't know. Sherry does appreciate your dad jokes. I do as well. And I'm glad they are recorded here. I'm glad we've gotten them into the archive, into the internet conversation, immortalized. Oh, by the way, in my new home state, spring gets here a lot earlier. It feels like spring. You get that smell in the air and you just want to go run through the woods, you want to turn into a werewolf and lope. You want to lope. Have you ever loped? It's like you'd think it'd be a great thing to do. My youngest son said he wants to lope. He wants a big field to lope in. I don't think people do that enough. They jog, they do 5Ks, they run marathons. Just talk to our friend Mitch. He's not old enough to smoke or drink or vote, but apparently he's old enough to run marathons. But nobody lopes. You just want to just like gallop. Not really gallop, but lope. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget the Hatchet murders. No, we're not going to forget Potato Miss Clown, Potato Clown. Didn't Borderlands Little Book series teach you not to expect king surprises? I know. Now that I realize who Thomas Monteleone is, I'm not surprised he was brazen enough to tell us king might sign and then just like psych. Oh, I meant Owen King. Giggle, giggle, giggle. Hide my mouth when I giggle, like a little giggle. I sweated through my shirt today cutting firewood. Like a man, David. Like a man. You chopped those firewoods because you know next winter's coming around and you're going to be the ant. You're not going to be the lazy grasshopper. You're going to be the ant that has that freshly dried, seasoned firewood to put in your wood burning stove. And you put that kettle of water right on top. And when it whistles, it's tea time in the Melkowski household. Melchasky. Whatever the case may be. But yeah, sweat through your shirt, that's a man thing to do. Mrs. Clown is already... Mrs. Clown, you're married? Huh. It's not Ms. Clown, it's Mrs. Clown. I need to meet this Mr. Clown. I'm too old to lope. Mosey is more... Hey, you know what? You're right. Nobody really speaks to the power of the Mosey. You got to have confidence to Mosey. Mosey. You just sidle. You sidle, you mosey, you ease on up. But, you know, spring is lope time. I'm more shuffle along. Now, we don't like that talk, number one. We don't like that talk about you. Nocturnal Reader, another king disappointment. Oh, the Salem's Lot. Yes, I know what you're getting at, man. I know what you're talking about. Salem's Lot edition. I saw the spec work on that. I was hoping he would send me my copies, and yeah, live and learn, you know. Ambling along. Feet is frozen. Am I the only one? Maybe. Mayhap. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know if you're the only one. Mr. Clown probably has a red nose from scratching it. No. I'm Dad Clown. The Nocturnal Salem's Lot looked awful anyway. That's, to your opinion, Hans. I actually thought it looked cool. I was jazzed about it. Biggest disappointment in my collecting. I'm married to all my fur babies. I don't know if we need to be putting this in there, Mrs. Clown. I don't know. Okay, I'm off to bed now. Night, everyone. Enjoy your Pink Floyd view. Have a good sleep. That's what I tell my son every night. Get good sleeps. I tell all my children, but only one acknowledges that I'm alive. And get some good sleep. Sleeps is like super important. Sleeps. Sleeping is my like favorite thing to do. And I will say, what if death is like sleeping? Shouldn't you like be looking forward to it? Like, damn, it's rest. I'm resting in peace. The design used for the Salem's Lot movie campfire instead of the book vampire. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. They use the movie version of the vampire instead of the book. I get you. I hear you. I hear you. This pop filter looks like what is that? I don't know what that is. I don't like it. It's there the whole time. I don't know. I'll fix it later. I've had way too much Sugarfoot to fix anything. other than another glass of Sugarfoot, You know how that is. And I like officially run out of things. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to talk about. I wrote down type O negative cinnamon girl. So like that's on deck right after this. Right after some Pantera, Right after that. What do we got? I never saw Pantera in concert. And rest in peace, Dimebag. Dimebag Daryl. Pantera, folks. That's Spanish for panther. Pantera. So that is my show for this evening. Are you coming in to escort me off or give me notes? Are you like the angel of death? Are you going to say something? You're staring at me. Oh, okay. So we're opening it up to Q&A. Is that what you're? Okay. I'm opening it up to Q&A for the last 14 minutes. Q&A. Give me a Q, I'll give you some A. Did that sound wrong? Essentially, producer Jill's like, well, what do the people want? Do you guys want me to do more live streams, different nights for live streams, or want me to fix you a sandwich? Do you want clownery? I mean, this is clownery. That's like 100% bingo balls, And I think bingo balls, jingle all the way is a way to go. Like we can record that in the studio. Because there are some people like Darren and like his father before him who might want me to go live like in the middle of the day in the States, but it's, supper time over there in the UK. Don't confuse us with choices. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. And, it's ironic that producer Jill is asking for choices here when funny story. This happened twice. The same situation happened twice. One time we're on a beach in Chicago and they have a little stand that sells Italian ices at this stand. And we get in line for this Italian ice stand. And the whole time I'm looking at the menu, I'm like, I'm going to get a lemon Italian ice. And Jill's like, oh, well, I want, let's just say, I want a strawberry Italian ice. And the whole time we're in line, she's talking about getting that strawberry Italian ice. The whole time. And then when the person comes to take her order, Jill says, I want a watermelon Italian ice. And then the woman serves her. Jill pays her. We walk away, and Jill says, why did I get the watermelon? Why? Why did I do that? Another time we went to Dairy Queen, and the whole time we're in line, Jill says, I'm getting the M&M's Blizzard. I'm getting the M&M's Blizzard. I'm getting the M&M's Blizzard. And then when the woman's like, what would you like? Jill says, give me the cookies and cream Blizzard. And then we turn around and walk away. She's like, why did I get the cookies and cream? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. I didn't order for you. I didn't tell you what to do. You told me your selection. I'm like, oh, that sounds like it's yummy. M&M's. It's not something I'd want. But good for you. She does that. So she's not somebody who likes choices. In fact, we were in an arranged marriage because she didn't want choices. Monday night is good. It's part of my ritual now. Yes, I will stick with Monday. You're all trained. Monday's great. If we could move it up 30 minutes earlier, that'd be even better for me. But whatever works for everyone. Oh, did you see Spin a Black Yarn cover reveal and description? I wrote that down. You know what? I went to Amazon and they didn't have a hardcover on Amazon. Spin a Black Yarn. But I did sign up for the VJ Book Steward. And if they do spin a black yarn, I'm going to get a signed copy. Because to me, VJ Books became a default. So I was happy for this thing that just takes choices out of my brain. No choices. So I guess you're all communists. You don't want choices. Will your new shelves be an upgrade to cinder blocks and planks of wood? Yes. Yes. The Far Cry. Oh, that's the Frederick Brown. Yes, she did, Randy. That was it. After the marriage, was she like, why did I get the Jeff? I wanted strawberry. Yes. That's, I mean, to this day. Happens to this day. Yes, my shelves will not be planks of wood and cinder blocks. Although I do kind of like that idea. The industrial shelves, these are being repurposed into my garage where is, their natural habitat. So that's what's going to happen with these shelves. They're not going to go to waste. They're not going to end up at a Goodwill. They're going to go in my garage and store the mountain of stuff we have to store. Why did I get the Jeff? Why? I could have had the blank to this day. Where they belong. So Mrs. Clown Potato was never a fan. Apparently, like all of you, never a fan of these shells. Jason, it was also the second to last crime title. Okay. Still waiting for a Mallarmer's Carpenter Farms Limited. I think that'll be Earthling. I bet you, he said he's got 9 titles this year, which is bonkers for Paul Miller, who usually just does like 3 titles a year. So that's a hell of an upgrade, a huge output. And I bet you one of those is Carpenter's Farm. Now, I never saved every chapter. I saved up to a point. If you don't know, Josh Mallerman was writing Carpenter's Farm live. He was doing free live chapters and just sharing it. It was insanely awesome. And I never read it. And I have it all saved, but I didn't save the last few chapters. Isn't that funny? He's given us content for free and I never read it. But if Paul Miller does it, I'm going to buy it and read it. That's crazy. That's awesome, Ron. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to cut it loose. And I'll be back next Monday. Oh. I got hair. Oh. I don't know why. This is real. This is like R. Kelly's real talk. This is real talk. Birch, I wish you would. Real talk. So yes, I'm going to cut it loose and I'm going to get this nipple off the pop filter, whatever that is. Probably not. You'll be back here next Monday and it'll still be there. And you'll be like, oh, what are we going to do? But I'll be back next Monday and every Monday. But I might do the occasional surprise live during the week. Maybe I'll do a surprise live maybe I will when I get the shelves up. I might do that. I might surprise with a first look at the shelves. Perhaps. Don't know. I can't say what's in a Jeff day. I can't say what the Jeff. But I'll be back when the week is new, and I'll have more books to share with you, and hopefully I'll have books you'll want to talk about. And no drama next week unless there is drama. And everybody check on Zach. Make sure he's okay. I don't know what's going on with Thomas Monteleone, but really I don't care. And check in with Paul Fry. And until then, I will see you. Have a good night. And until next week, stay frosty.